Hey everyone, Frankenstein here, and I'm going to be talking about Season 6, Episode 7 of The Walking Dead. It's titled Heads Up. If you have not seen the episode yet, I would turn this video off because it is full of spoilers. It is going to be full of spoilers, and I don't want you leaving mean comments saying, spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. So if you haven't watched it, favorite this, go watch The Walking Dead, come back and watch this. If you have watched The Walking Dead though, by all means, feel free to keep watching this video. We are going to be talking about what happened. I'll just be giving, I guess, my reaction and a bit of a recap. So if you're interested in what I have to say, keep watching. So, this episode, as I mentioned, titled Heads Up, straight off the bat, we find out Glenn's alive. Thank God. So I think it was very clever that, I'm really shaky, sorry you guys. I had to film this like 5 times because my phone kept like filling up with memory, but anyway, that's not important. We find out Glenn's alive. It was Nicholas that fell on top of him, and the walkers were ripping all his guts and grossness out. And Glenn managed to get under the dumpster until he was safe. And then he ran into Enid, who, I don't like Enid. I think she's a little bitch. It's probably not her fault because, you know, she's just probably just trying to get by in a world where she feels like she does not belong and she has nothing, but I still don't like her. And even though her and Glenn, they kind of had a bit of a moment, they kind of realized that they have similarities, and I think, you know, Glenn's little pep talk with her kind of made her understand that it's okay to be scared. Like, you should be scared in this situation, but it's worth fighting for. Like, you know, going back home, which is Alexandria, getting there, it's worth the fight. But I still don't like her. I don't like her, and I feel like, so while I was watching this, you know, and Glenn's there, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna go after her, he's gonna go help her, and I'm like, how is this boy not learned? How has he not learned? You don't help people. You don't help these kind of people. Because look what happened. You try and help Nicholas, he was a basket case. He was a lost cause. You tried to help him, you almost died. Okay? You don't do that. But, so, you know, I get really animated when I watch The Walking Dead. But, I think I'm glad Glenn's alive, but I don't think he's safe. For me, he won't be safe until he's back in Alexandria with Maggie and Rick and everyone, and then I'll be like, okay, I can breathe for a little bit. So, I was really glad that, you know, he was alive, and we had kind of speculated on it, but I'm glad that for now he's alive. So that's the main thing. I also really enjoyed the fact that you kind of see Morgan, and he's kind of not really losing his humanity, but he's finding it very hard to stick by his mantra that every life is precious. You know, he's having issues. He's got a wolf trapped in a cell, and he's just, I think internally, he's finding it very hard to live by the fact that every life is precious. I shouldn't kill people. And I really enjoyed the scene where he was, you know, kind of at a council meeting with Michonne, Rick, and Carol. Good to see Carol again, because I love Carol. And I like that it was addressed between all 4 of those people. You know, they kind of know what's going on in Morgan's mind, and, you know, Carol being ever vigilant and keeping her eye on him, and I really enjoyed that scene. I really like the fact that Morgan has this internal struggle, you know, again, that he has to deal with, because I actually really enjoy his character. I think, you know, his story arc has been really, really great, so I really enjoyed that. I also really loved the scene between Rick and Michonne where they were talking about how they've kind of, you know, they haven't been able to catch their breath. They haven't had a chance to catch their breath. And Michonne's kind of like, well, really? Like, you know, I feel like Michonne is the yin to Rick's yang, and vice versa. Like, they play off each other so well, and I like that Michonne can't, like, I don't ship Rick and Michonne or anything like that, but I really find them such an intriguing couple to watch because you know, despite the fact that Rick is the leader, Michonne, she can go up to him and she can kind of oppose what he says, and she can, you know, have these conversations with him that probably all the other characters couldn't have. You know, if any one of the other characters were like, Rick, you're wrong, he'd be like, bang, 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 you know. But I like that Michonne kind of balances Rick out. So I really enjoyed that scene. I'm just looking at my notes, you guys. What else do we have here? I actually really also enjoyed the fact that Eugene was taking Rosita's weapons class. I really laughed at that. I thought it was really funny, and you know, he's freaking out because he's he's a weapons novice, and you know, there are people with open-toed shoes and he doesn't want to be chopping at anyone, but you know, it kind of took a real serious turn, and Rosita was like, well, why are you scared? And you shouldn't be scared of death, you should be scared of living. And I thought that was a really powerful scene, and especially for Rosita, because I feel like she's just a background character at most, and I really enjoyed seeing her kind of step up and, you know, I guess put Eugene in his place, because he needs it sometimes. And I thought it was a really powerful scene for both characters, because it kind of shows you that, you know, as much as Eugene tries, he's still a coward. He's always going to be a coward. And Rosita is, you know, the person who's got to step up and teach these people and teach the coward that you need to learn to fight and you need to learn to live, and you should be scared of living and not dying. So I thought that was a really, really great scene. What else have I got? I love, as I mentioned before, I love that Carol's ever vigilant towards Morgan. You know, she was onto him when he went to the nurse, and I can never remember her name in this show. I always want to call her Nurse Zoe, because Merritt Weaver played a nurse in Nurse Jackie, so I always call her Nurse Zoe. But you know, when Morgan went and got her and to go treat the wolf, and Carol's like, oh, I'm onto you, and you know, she confronts him, and I really, really like that. I like that, you know, he thinks he's clever, but he's not clever enough for Carol. Carol's awesome. Rick teaching Jesse's son to shoot, big mistake. I mean, biggest mistake ever. He is dodgy as hell. I don't care what anyone says, he's dodgy. And he's either going to shoot Rick because Rick killed his dad, the porch dick, or he's going to shoot Carl, and I think he's going to shoot him in the face. So if you follow the comics, Carl does get shot in the face, gets shot in the eye. I think it could be... Oh, excuse me, I think it could be Jesse's son that does that. So I don't like him. He's dodgy, he's a little shit, I don't like him, and if he dies, I don't care. And I know that's terrible, but I don't care. Spencer, talking about sons who are a bit of, you know, dickheads, a bit of dickheads, I don't know. Spencer trying to climb the cable and almost getting eaten by zombies. If it was me, I would have been like, let him fall. Like, he fell, whatever, I don't even care. He was a bit of a dick. He was a dick to Deanna. I know he was drunk, but he was still a dick. The only good thing that came out of that scene was Tara flipping Rick the bird. You know, he was like, why would you do that? Why would you try to save him, risk yourself, blah, blah, blah. And she's just all defiant, and she's just kind of like, boop, take that. I thought that was really funny, and I actually really like Tara. She's one of my favorite characters out of the second wave of the main group. You know what I mean? So I really like Tara, and I thought that was really funny. What else? Oh, I guess we're up to the last point, which is, you know, you think everything's good now because Glenn's alive and he's getting back to Alexandria. He's just got to get past the zombie herd and get in there somehow, which they did signal with the balloons. It was really sweet because Maggie's like, oh my God, Glenn. And I was just like, oh, don't cry. But, of course, you can't ever be too comfortable in a zombie apocalypse, because when one good thing happens on The Walking Dead, something bad happens. And that, of course, was the tower falling. So now we have a whole section of wall knocked down in Alexandria, and I guess we have to wait till next week to find out what happens. So I think they've set it up. I think they've set up for the mid-season finale really, really well. Like, this episode was it's a really great transition episode that'll take us to the mid-season finale. Who knows what's gonna happen? I guess we gotta tune in and find out. But yeah, you guys, if you enjoyed this episode of The Walking Dead, let me know down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know your favorite bits and parts of it. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Let's talk Walking Dead. I'll probably do another video like this for the mid-season finale. So subscribe to my channel if you like these videos. If you like talking about Walking Dead, I will be doing another video. So subscribe to my channel. And yeah, until next time, you guys, I'm Nattie Frankenstein, and I will see you later.